Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to Ikaruga. If you remember, I put out a few videos of this a long time ago, back when I really sucked at the game. But today I'm going to be showing you a replay that gets through the entire game without using a single continue. Which was quite difficult to do, I must admit. This was recorded, I think at like 4 in the morning, maybe later. Probably was later, actually. I was just spending a few hours trying to get this shit done. Finally did. But if you don't know how this game works, there's blue enemies and red enemies, and if you have your blue shield on, then the attacks from blue enemies can't hurt you. It's the same way with red enemies, and the opposite color is weak against the opposite color. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So if you want to take out a blue enemy, hit him with red laser beam things, which somehow has infinite ammo, and the bullets are about as big as the ship. Not quite sure how that worked. So there's 5 levels altogether, and I'm only, in quotes, good at the first 2. So you'll see me being strategic and trying to rack up points. Because you start out with 5 lives, but you get an extra life after every 2 million points. And to get those 2 million points, you have to do chains. What a chain is you kill 3 of a certain colored enemy. I kill 3 blues, or kill 3 reds, and that's a chain. And the more chains you rack up, the higher points for each chain you get. Eventually you can get like 25,600 points for each chain, which really does add up quickly. And plus the bosses give you about 600,000 or 700,000. Which also helps quite a bit. I'm only going to kill the first 2 bosses though. Bosses for 3 and 4 are kinda I don't like them much, so I just kind of avoid them. Then of course there is the final boss, which is the hardest boss of the game. And I don't do this level as good as I could have. I just decided to go for the safer route. Because you have 5 lives for the whole game, aside from the bonus lives, so yeah, you really have to be careful. Like I mentioned before, that is where I Want to Be the Guy got their little Mecha Birdo thing from. Music and all. But once you get the hang of it, the first 2 levels are pretty simple, I would say, especially this first one. Yeah, sorry about that, some kind of error with the dazzle going on. I did manage to record this with my laptop, so I'm not sure if that means that recording is a viable option for my laptop now. I still haven't fully tested it. Don't want to get my hopes up though. Still thinking I'll probably have to get my desktop reformatted. Oh, and as far as Wildshot goes, there was a lot of desync in the later videos. Even at the end of the first video, I had to edit that to make it sync up right. So yeah, I think that footage is pretty much unusable. Sorry about that, guys. I probably can continue that on a console when I'm able to record again. Yeah, for now, PC recording just doesn't get along with me at all. And this part right here would be the hardest part of the second chapter. I don't really have a solid strategy for that. I think I go fix the dazzle at this point. Make sure the wires are all plugged in and stuff. So that shouldn't happen again, hopefully. Already approaching 2 million points. I'll be getting my first extra life soon. There we go. Now we have 6 lives. I'm sure there are ways to kill everything on the screen here and get a really good chain going on, but yeah, that's probably above my skill level at the moment. As you can see, I messed up there and just decided fuck it and killed everything. So far I've been able to get an A rank on the first 2 levels. Kind of working on the 3rd level now, but it's not easy. Game's still relatively easy at this point. Or I guess it seems that way to me because I've played through this so much. You have to be really precise, such as moments like these. But if you manage to pull it off, that's a whole lot of points for you. I think I should get my 2nd life after the 2nd boss. If I get 711,000. Which should be doable if I kill it fast enough. The videos of this I did before were co-op. And in my opinion, playing this game co-op makes it harder, because then you're pushing each other around and into shit and killing each other. Pretty much the quicker you kill them, the more points you get. Yeah, that'll definitely give me at least 700,000. So we shall be up to 7 lives. As you can see, I'm kind of speeding through those end of the level screens because at this time I'm pretty sick of the game and just want to get this challenge done. But yeah, no more strategy from this point on. I'm just killing everything. Trying to survive toward the end of the game. As of now, I've been able to get about 1.5 million points on this level. And for an A rank, I think it's somewhere around 3.5, so yeah. Gonna have to do a lot of practice on this, if I don't just say fuck it. But I will further test my laptop's ability to record, probably with Sonic 3, because I have that on my Xbox now. And I do die on this chapter once, I believe. At what I would say is the hardest part of the chapter. I've been caught by those lasers many times. Just not paying attention and, oh, I'm dead. Sorry about that, screen went blank because I was just kind of sitting there. I think that happens one other time as well. I hate this enemy very much. Easily the hardest part of the third chapter. Second hardest would be the boss, but that's relatively simple if you don't try to fight it. Death number 1. And it definitely won't be the last either. I did try to rack up a chain on this part, but as you can see I just get surrounded. I'm like, this situation's fucked, I'm about to die. But luckily I didn't. Now we come to this rather daunting looking boss. Most of the stuff in this game just kind of looks bad, but it's not as bad as it seems. Basically, you just want to focus on your area and keep switching back and forth. And don't pay attention to the whole billion bullets centering around you. My points have definitely come to a halt. Still in the 4 millions. And since I don't kill this boss, there's no bonus at the end of the level.